What's up, everybody? I've been resting all day, hibernating, fucking. That guy never messaged me for the car. I don't have any money right this second to go bug the lady down the street, you know what I mean? I gotta see if she'll drop off that Batman blazer, so, and the longer I let her, the longer that truck sits, the better for me, because the more she'll realize, okay, the truck's just sitting, you know what I mean? They're gonna want the money eventually. They're not doing anything with it, so, that's a good way for me, you know what I mean, for her to see it and then me point it out. Which she knows, but you gotta put things in people's heads, man. I've been telling people this. I've been telling people when you listen to my videos and stuff, I'll do all of it. So, which you gotta learn how to do that, when to do it. Which you gotta learn and figure out what drives that person's heart, because you don't want to drive the wrong person to do the wrong thing, because it's easy to do. You can drive somebody to do the wrong thing with no intention at all. They just hear something that you said, and because they have a guilty conscience, they go running around bickering and saying all these things and starting all this bullshit, stirring up all this bullshit. Oh, I know. I've been to prison. I've watched 300 men act like women when white boy had the bag. Trust me, I know. They act like fools. And white boy, listen, when you're white, like me, they automatically not trying to pay you. I've already said this. They ain't trying to play. They ain't trying to pay retrospect. So I have to do with a lot of bullshit. And listen, I'm getting paid. I was getting paid. Because they were putting me in positions I didn't want to put in. I didn't want to be put in. And I grew up in 7 Mile in Detroit. Listen, the streets raised me, man. My family didn't raise me. My family was nowhere around. I walked myself to school in kindergarten. Like, what the fuck? You just had food. I gave her food. She's still hungry. She's growing fast. It's good, though. She can eat the rest of this. I can get this can out of here. So, I want to go for a walk, man. I've been kind of resting all day. So I can study at night. And the reason I've been doing it is, one, I don't have air conditioning like everyone else. The house is really, really hot during the day. It's hard for me to move around. I get too hot. So I hibernate. Power goes on at night. I learned that growing marijuana in a house. When you grow marijuana in a house, right, you turn on the lights during the day. For bloom season, for bloom, you turn it on during the day. Not only is the sun baking on the house, right? You got the lights baking down in the basement. House will fucking sweat. I've ruined houses, many houses. I couldn't tell you how many houses I've ruined. Just setting up quick shops up in houses over here in Detroit and fucking letting them grow. Just because you know what a cup does? In a hot day, you take a cup, you fill it with cold water. The house will sweat because you got all those air conditioners running too to keep it cool. That's another thing too. All these grows and stuff, all the marijuana being legalized and everything, all these grows, that's another thing. You got all these hydroponic systems that are growing all these marijuana. Listen, my electric bill, I was paying $1,200 a month just in electric. Put that in retrospect. I'm only paying $50 a month now. If that. That's why I hibernate all day, because I got to get used to it. I'm going to be on a boat. Sailing around the world, I got to preserve energy. Not only on the boat, I got to preserve energy for myself. This is a 27-foot boat we're speaking about with me and Margarita. I'm not going to be able to eat every day, 5 times a day. I'm going to only be able to eat once or twice, very little meals, until, I get to the next place, you know what I mean? I'll gorge, I'll fill myself up when we're in port. But when we're on the boat, it's always got to be strict. It's got to be strict, I'm only doing this once, so you know, around the world. After that, I'm not doing that. That's done. I'm doing it while I'm young. I have to do it while I'm young. You know, I'm not gonna be 40, fucking 50 years old sailing around the world. Beat the fuck out of your body, not let alone on a 27-foot boat. You know, most people do it in 40-footers. I don't have 200 grand, 200, 300 grand, you know what I mean? Retirement money. I'm not 60, you know what I mean? How most of these people that do it, you know, and then they're buying motor yachts, you know, they're not buying sailing yachts, you know, they're spending millions of dollars on fuel because they worked their whole life, you know what I mean, saved up to do this. I'm doing this on a budget. I'm doing this on, you know, faith. $70,000 that I have saved up in my Cash App isn't a lot really for a boat. If you really put that in perspective, you know, these boats, you know, that's luxury stuff. And boats, you know, people don't understand what boat stands for. It's bust out another 1,000. That's what boat stands for. So that's what I'm gonna have to do. Keep on busting out another 1,000. And 70 busting out 1,000 every 70 times ain't much. Listen, it ain't. It's gonna go fast. So it's really important to have people subscribe. It's really important that I started these videos before I even get out there. That was the problem. And, you know, I was asking God when to do it. And because I didn't have Margarita with me right now, it was really discouraging because, you know, I wanted to do this for her, you know. But we gotta go for a walk, man. I gotta get going. I gotta get moving before I've been in the house all day, you know, cooped up, kind of sleeping on purpose, which I need to get a little bit of water in me, fuel, coffee. All I have is sugar and coffee. I don't have any milk, no nothing. I don't even have any cash on me. Nobody came through today. This is why I hibernated. Nobody stopped by. I didn't really want to speak to people today. I'm still kind of going over some stuff like healing, I guess, you know, from the whole situation that happened between me and my two older brothers' father. I consider my real dad. That, you know, I wasted time in a sense, but I didn't. You understand? So I learned something that not only did I learn from this, I'm able to share it with you guys. So I'm thankful for it. Which is Romans 8:28. For all those who love the Lord, all things work out according to His purpose, according to His will. So though the situation was a shitty situation, you know, the evil stirred things up. God was like, well, fuck this, fuck the evil one. We're gonna one up everything, and we're just gonna make fucking retrospect famous and use the story to take care of whatever it is that He decides He wants to fucking take care of. I don't have God's ways are way beyond my ways, you know. What I think I might be doing for Him, I might be actually fucking things up. I think I know it all, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I rest on Him, because I know at the end of the day, if it's me trying to do it my bullheaded way, it's not going to. Just do it Jesus' way. Trust Him. Don't trust me on that. Trust Him on that. It's a promise. It's a promise in the Word. That's another reason why I fell in love with the Bible, because it was the only fucking book that promised something. And I was like, you know what? If the Bible's real, God is real, right? I gotta find Him in this book. He's got to be in this book. Everybody fucking says He's in this goddamn book. Where the fuck are you, dude? And then I realized you don't find God. You answer the phone call. You simply answer the phone call, man. He's already calling you. He's calling everyone. He calls everyone. And that's where that's why they call it the Great Divide. So. Oh, man. I just want to get some coffee going before we get out of here. All I'm doing is going for a walk to stretch the legs, that type of stuff, before we come back home and then turn on all the computers again. And I don't have any weed, no fucking nothing, so we're just gonna, drink coffee. I got rosin. I hit my pipe probably once or twice. I'll probably get a good hit out of it, one hit out of it. That'd be good. I'd be cashed out. So tomorrow, early in the morning, I'm gonna get up and we're gonna head to go donate to get $35 so that I can go get weed and I can get something to eat in the morning. And then we're gonna have to figure something out. I gotta get cat litter too. I might have to. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might have to stand on the corner and sell myself. I really don't know yet. I might rob a bank. I mean, no, we ain't gonna do that. I might just still go do the back seats late tonight. I might grab some tools out of the garage and go take out those back seats. I might have you guys do that with me. It's a cooler night tonight, so. Which, I do want strong coffee, even though I don't have any milk. I might go bar fucking Bill, man. I haven't seen him all day. It's getting late, though. I had just enough coffee for the morning. That's why I've been hibernating, man. I know. I didn't want to do anything today either. I didn't want to do it, people. That's why I didn't want to go out, do nothing, man. My head was groggy today, and then all I want to do is hibernate and sleep. Recoup. I've been busting fucking yoga up the ass, though, man. I've been going hard. I'm going hard on the paint. Nice truck. It's too rad, man. And Friday, old man calls the girl cat, which is actually my cat's grandma over there. She's getting rough, man. She won't take care of herself. Her hair's all natted. Her tail is got no fur on it, all the way from her butt all the way to the tip, and then the tip has fur on it. It's fucking funny as hell. She goes in that house, though. I was just in there today. He gave me a shitload of milk, and fucking it was funny because she was right next to his chair. And he has these cool ass canes, which I'm thinking about getting one from him because I got 5 screws in my knee. It hurts. I actually, at 33, I use a cane sometimes. I have to. It hurts that bad sometimes. He has a few canes, and he's got, dude, these things are cool. They're like the old gentleman canes where you untwist the head and it's got a fucking dagger on it, and these things are sharp. He has 2 of them. He has one that's like brass knuckles, and then he has another one that's an 8-ball. I'm like, dude, this fucking dude's an old bar gangster or something, you know? But I want some of those cameras. I'm gonna bug the shit out of him. He's 93, man. He'll be happy to come up off some of that stuff. He's already, listen, man, he throws me the keys to that truck. I've driven that truck all around. Listen, you earn that. That's respect right there. You don't, what neighbor throws their keys to a hoodlum like me? Somebody like me, come on. It's earned. So as soon as this coffee's done, we're gonna go walk toward there's a place called Lola Valley right here. This is the reason why I moved in this area in Detroit, because it's the nicest. It's the nicest part over here. It really is. If you're on the west side of Detroit, this is probably the nicest neighborhood. So we're just gonna go over there. I gotta get walking. I like to see what's going on in my neighborhood. But you got bad over here, man. People fucking, listen, man, it got so bad. There was a kid, you can watch it on the news, Detroit News. Some fucking guy was flying down the street, hit the person. The kid was on the hood of the car. The guy was so fucked up, man. He drove all the way back, took him off the hood of the car, set him back in front of the house that he hit the person at, and then took off. People had it, man. Detroit had enough, and they started putting speed bumps up. It was crazy. And then not this summer, but the summer before. No, not last summer, but the summer before. They were just blatantly fucking driving down the freeways, just shooting people up, man. Just randomly. I mean, I'm talking full machine guns, just chopping cars in half, just for no reason. Crazy to me. There's Claw. See, Claw gets around, man. Claw gets down there. Claw all the way. Houses down there. Yeah. That place always got people there. That's where Claw was from. Claw came out that house. It's crazy to me that the neighbors have been feeding him and taking care of him ever since then. He just became the neighborhood cat. Claw! Kitty. Claw! Kitty. He's so observant. Time to go get coffee, go for a walk. Soon I gotta get her to come with me. She's getting that age. So I'll be training my cat like a dog. I'll be showing people how to do this. The main thing is be with them every day, play with them every day. You gotta get them to have a connection. And if you watch my other videos, you gotta pinch the back of their neck. There's a nerve right there that releases chemicals. It sends signals to them, and it paralyzes them. It paralyzes them temporarily. It makes them think you're mom. That's why they stare at you like that. See? They're like, "What the fuck?" That's the truth. You got to do it constantly. It's constantly you have to do this while they grow up. Every night you gotta get them with you. You gotta play fight with them. You gotta play fight with them and wear them out. Stimulate them. You rub their. You gotta let them bite on you. You gotta let them claw on you and shit. When they're biting on you and clawing on you and attacking your hand, they don't bite and claw hard. They're exploring. They'll know, like, if you make noises and you go ow or something like that, or whatever noise you make, they'll pull back, Which I think we might be eating some peaches tonight. These are good to 2024. So I really don't like telling people, when you're fast. You're not supposed to tell people when you're fast. The Bible clearly says do not tell people, not necessarily that you're telling people that you're fast, but don't go around trying to get praised for it and stuff. Don't go around acting like you don't feel good and stuff. So, I haven't had much money today. I've only had really coffee, a bowl of cereal, and those 2 hot dog buns from yesterday. I didn't eat them. I just ate the hot dogs by themselves. And I had the 2 hot dog buns. I made peanut butter jelly sandwiches with them. That's basically all I've had today. Which I know if I do computer stuff, I stay up tonight with everyone. I'm gonna get hungry, so, and I don't have much here right now. So, it says distributed by Pacific Coast Producers, P.O. Box 1600, Lodi, California. Family farmers in California. Ingredients: apricots, water, and sugar. I thought they were peaches. The apricots. So we're gonna eat apricots tonight. Josh, I'm about to eat one now. Sounds good. Where's my cup? I'm looking for my other coffee cup. I need to get this motor in this truck, man, so I get the stuff packed up to get out of here. I'm gonna take down that shit tonight on my wall above my bed, like above my head. That little shelf that I have. Which I'm thinking about listing everything that's out there. For the most part. I can't break, there's gonna be so much knickknacks and shit in the boat. I don't want all that shit in the boat, man. I don't. It's just gonna end up you know what I mean? It's just clutter. I'm gonna have all these electronics in there, so it's gonna be already cluttered anyways. And then you got me and Margarita, you're gonna have clothes, all this shit. Food, and this is only a 27-foot boat. It's gonna get cramped fast. So, yeah, I'm not I'll show you guys about, when we get back. I was looking at some more. We're gonna go through and start looking at the boats tonight too, so. That's what you guys are looking at. Just the back seat probably getting taken out. Some more Bible study, look at the boats tonight. I mean, there's not much to do tonight. Nobody came through, so I can't really, I can't force somebody to buy my stuff. It was selling, so that's gonna take time. It was sell. It took 2 weeks to, sell the one thing, the transmission. Which I should have turned that money into more money, but I had to pay bills and I wanted to go places, I did spend that money though wisely. I bought a laptop. And I spent $300 of it and got me a $2,000 laptop, so. Which, I always rinse the caps off before I open it up. And I'm just gonna eat it right out the can, man. I think I'm gonna stop at Bill's house, ask him for a shot of fucking milk. Which we need to leave real quick. That's how I'm gonna be traveling around the road a lot. Which, the more I've been thinking about it, a lot of my money is gonna end up being spent on satellite. I don't care if it costs me 50 grand for the best satellite. I gotta have an internet connection, data connection, the fastest one I can find. So when I'm traveling around the road for YouTube, doing all these YouTube videos for chasing storms and, global warming and, having access to the road in the middle of the ocean, that's where all my money's going to be spent. Which we'll be doing the research on which ones we should be looking at and why. My reasons for getting it. Maybe you guys can help me. You guys can help me figure that out. Maybe that's something, guys, you know. You never know, man. People know the weirdest shit. You would never expect them to know. Like, you would not picture this person know this and they're fucking telling you all this shit and you're like, what the fuck? These are not bad. They're really not. I actually like the apricots when they're in the syrup more than eating them by themselves a lot of times. I can eat more of it. We'll say it that way. Because I prefer the fresh apricots more. I can only eat like one of them though. Here it looks like I can eat a couple of them. Alright, we gotta bounce. I'm trying to get a dash of milk. Which, we're gonna do this. So I had to grab keys. I'm gonna set this down for a minute, bear with me. Which, it's already 47 minutes, so it'll probably last another half hour if that. I'm gonna shut the front door. Come on, Laura. Alright, time to go for a walk. Shit. Turn the light off. Close the screen. We're not going far, so. Clouds over here. He's a little late now. I'm already leaving. He's looking for food. I'll be back, Claw. I'll be back with some food, Bubba. Yeah. I'm just going for, a couple blocks. Stretch the legs, that type of stuff. Stretch the back. My neighbor's coming home. You know what? I might ask him for some milk. If that's him. That's his woman. You probably see him. I don't really want to go bug Bill. I don't even know what time it is. This house be looking creepy, man, with these cars and shit. Bill's the weirdest dude, I swear. He's so odd. He's probably sleeping. Ugh. I don't even know if he's up. Let's see if he's around. Knock, knock. Is Bill around? He's sleeping? He's out, sleeping. Oh, down the street? Okay, thank you. Thank you. He's out and about. I was about to say, because Ryan, not Ryan. She just said Ryan, so I said Ryan's name. Bill was at my house the other night till like midnight, man. So, that's good that he's with Ryan. Ryan was driving his van around. I heard that bitch. I guess, we're drinking straight coffee and sugar. Fine with me. It's probably in the backyard. I'll live without the milk. Yeah, that's what they're at. They're in the backyard. I just seen them. Oh, let's go for a walk. I gotta get these legs stretched. So, I'm gonna be making a plan soon to leave, and figure out where it is I'm gonna be traveling. Which I'm gonna make my strongest effort to document the 5 zones. 5 is my favorite number. It's the most significant number for me, other than 63. They're all significant, obviously, but so there's 5 Welling zones. They call them Welling zones. If you get on Wikipedia and you get on the internet, you start studying the weather and stuff. You start studying the natural cycle of the earth and stuff. They've discovered these Welling zones, and these winds that come from the north, right? They're cold and they're dense, and all the nutrients, right, are in this water, this dense water, this cold water. And when it hits the warm water, it's coming from the north, it hits the warm water in the Pacific. It's right by Hawaii, right? Well, Hawaii very rarely gets hit by typhoons and hurricanes, and there was a reason why. It's because of the wind that's coming from Alaska, from Canada, from the north, over there in Russia. It's coming down. It cycles down, and it's one of the strongest winds that they know of, and there's a name for it, which we'll be looking it up soon. And we're going to be, going over all this stuff. There's already studies on it. People already talk about it, all the scientists and stuff within their, organization, their weather, group, these winds, they're really, they're monitored, So, all the countries that really get hit by typhoons, obviously not every country in the world gets hit by a typhoon, these hurricanes, right? So it became a problem more recently, as technology has grown and stuff. It even got to the point where it got so bad, right, that CBS network, the news network, right, you know, because they have all these reporters and stuff, you know, from America, United States of America, you know, reporting, you know, from all around the world for international news, you know. CBS has their network for people is pretty deep, you know. They even the CBS network, they even started relying on the CBS network to communicate with these people and migrate all these people, move all these people when those type of you know, disasters happen. So it's a beautiful thing, actually, if you think about it, that they were actually relying on you know, these routes, you know, that CBS network, these newscasters, you know, have created, you know, to help, you know, these people, you know, send in supply lines and all this stuff. But they've created a network. So you got, I think there's 5 of them. We'll be going over it probably tonight, within the next few days. But I've been really taking my time to hibernate, you know, and you know, just discipline myself, because going around the ocean, sailing around the ocean by yourself is not going to be easy, you know, let alone with a woman, you know. I'm going to be pulling sails up and sails down and stuff, and then, you know, I got to be able to sleep. I'm in the middle of the ocean. It's not like I can just throw an anchor off the side of the boat, you get what I'm saying, and it stay there. The boat is going to drift to and from as I'm sleeping, which is a scary thought to me. I don't like it. This is why you have motors on your boat. You have co-pilot, you know, they have different systems that, you know, you set up a chart on your GPS, you know, and the sail, the mast adjusts according, you know, the rudder adjusts according to whatever input you have on the GPS unit, you know. But you also have to remember that's a lot of money for those, you know. Nor do I really want to rest my life on something like that, you know. I'd rather stay with my routine, you know what I mean, and sleep only 4 hours at a time, you know. Stay up 6, 8, sleep 4, stay up 6, 8. This is why I've been practicing so much, disciplining myself, especially during the day. So I sleep a lot during the day because of you know, and I'm going to want to be able to get a lot of miles down at night. And at night is when things calm down, you know, the ocean calms down because of tide. But believe it or not, you can actually, on a boat, you see how the water's glass? It actually takes more power and it takes more torque to get a boat moving out of plane and up on top of the water scooting than it is if there's a chop. You prefer to have a chop, because if there's a chop, the boat is skipping on top of the wave in a sense. There's less mass of the boat making contact with the water, so there's less drag, less friction in a sense. So therefore, that's why this is why I want the 27-foot catamaran. It's because it's an alcove boat. It's, first of all, it has a keel, a flip over. I'm not going to be in the middle of the ocean 24/7 most of my time. That's not the plan. I don't want to be in the middle of nowhere. I'm going to be sailing along the coast, studying the land, you know, the earth, you know, the grass and the plants, the animals, you know, the culture, the people, documenting it, you know, writing stuff up, what I learned about the people, what it is that they know, and, you know, how they see life, and what they know of Jesus, and, you know, and what have they seen, you know, what is going on with their country, you know, what are their economic problems, what is it they think that they can do to, you know, improve whatever situation that they may be in. You know, and all this stuff will be documented in a database, which people will have access to. And there's the difference between my database, my program, my network is it's, you know, we're gonna have a bunch of people that are constantly working together through the internet to make sure all this information that I am providing, that LSPC, Life Stories Perspectives, is providing for these people is up to date. It's real information. It's providing real resources to real people. So that's really important for me. So if you work for me or want to work for me, well, not work for me, but work for LSPC, because you're not working for me, you're working for God at that point. Just know that that's what we would be striving for. That's what will set the difference between our company and the difference of why you would want to work with LSPC instead of other organizations. So, which we got little babies. Mom was keeping them. Wah, wah. I don't want to stress them out, It doesn't matter if I go on this side, they're going to go in the water. If I go on that side, there's a bunch of them over there. Yeah, I had to get out tonight. It's really windy. You guys probably hear it on the microphone. It's probably whipping like crazy. I wonder if you guys can even hear me. I notice a lot of times that when it's windy like this, it's whipping like this, that I gotta speak up, Yeah, I used to come down here and snowboard all the time. During the winter, I'd make big ass ramps and shit right over here. Going down those hills right there, I'd make like a big ass gap. Nice. They're getting big. Yeah? That's how you feel? See, they're putting all these stops. So I was walking down Rouge River, and they have plaques, they explain all this stuff, what's happening. So they're putting all these systems in, all these embankments and all these trees to slow the flow of the water down. Which makes sense, because all these plants and stuff will filter out everything, filter all the pollution out and stuff. So it has made a difference. It's beautiful, and it's also annoying too, because now I have frogs coming up. All the frogs that they have over here, they're fucking migrating up into the neighborhood, up into the backyards of the houses and shit. There's a duck in that bush, it's funny. There's some cool ass animals. There's foxes here. It's all different types of stuff. You see a lot of groundhogs, tons of those. There's actually quite a few animals that actually have gone extinct recently. So, which I had somebody at the bus stop trying to tell me that the animals never went extinct. That's all a lie. That it's all. This guy was fucking going on and on and on. I had to get away. I ran. I was scared. It's like, dude, this guy's fucking creepy. He was just all these conspiracies and shit, man. Like, those conspiracies, man, that's pure evil. It's pure evil spreading conspiracies. It is. How you gonna tell? You can't tell me that no animals have gone extinct. It's funny. I've been studying it for a long time. Trust me, animals are going extinct. We're killing them. It blows my mind how lost people are. It does. That's why I believe in Jesus, because I was lost at one time, I was having a hard time figuring out who it was that I wanted to be, who it was that I am, and finding healing, finding happiness. And trust me, I've looked for it in all the places you can look for it, and there's only one place I have found it. That's Jesus. And I've been through it all. I mean, I have. I've been through it all. Still going through it all. And right now, that's why I'm going for a walk. That's why I'm doing this. So I'm doing it the right way. I've touched a lot of money the wrong way, and it's not worth it. It's really not. Even doing it the right way is not worth it in a sense. I don't have no family to enjoy all this stuff with if I get this with all this money. The only one I might have a family with, it might work out, which I believe it will. I have faith, and I tested this woman. That's Margot. Why do you think I'm heading to Mexico City? Because I know that's the only way I'm going to get this woman to accept me and want to be with me for the rest of her life and travel the world with me, is if I ask her parents' hand. So, and if I don't get down there, man, she's a beautiful woman. It might, she might say, fuck this, I ain't waiting that long. So, am I really worried? No, I'm not, because I know who I am. I know who she is. I know what it is I'm doing. It's always popping over here, man. It goes down over here, I'm telling you. This block is hot as fuck. It'd be popping. I don't even want to go down the street, to be honest with you. You're about to walk right past the house, that'd be popping. I mean, this block be slapping. Parties all night long. I actually like that truck. The old side step, it just looks different, It's so nice out tonight. It's beautiful out. Get stuff done tonight. So when I get back, I'm gonna upload this. We're gonna be doing computer stuff. Not much to do. Pull out that back seat tonight. That's probably what I'm gonna do when I get back when when I'm uploading the video. I'll probably take out the back seat before it gets too late. Upload the video, and then when I get in the house, we'll do some reading and stuff, learning, do some studying. I gotta get in Khan Academy and study myself personally, so unfortunately you guys won't be seeing me. I'm not gonna be recording my school studies for you guys. That's not happening. That's not. But I gotta get into it. I'm almost there, as far as I'm hitting 70 percentage. I'm in the 70s, so they wanted me to take a development class instead of my master's, and I told them no. I'm hitting 70, okay? I need a 73. I need like a 73 or higher to get in, for instance. And you're trying to get me to take a class that I don't want to take because you want the money. No, that money can sit. I'm going for my master's. And I know what it is because people that go for the master's, the percentage rate of people actually getting their master's isn't very high, It's very, very, a master's in science, that's very sophisticated. So, and I'm getting a phone call from a 313 number, so I probably should answer it. I'll talk to you guys later.